Hello there, Virgo, and welcome to your timeless oracle messages. I hope you're doing good out there. So, Virgo, let's find out what your guided messages are from Spirit and what's important for you to know when it comes to your current situation here. Oh, look at this. Now, there may be something that could be challenging you, or it has, but it is waking you up to something purposeful. Now pay attention to those things that you feel ignited about. Some of you might not be feeling ignited, but it's going to happen. Some of you, you are really honing in on what is your purpose. So I do see that you're in this place of confidence, or a beginning of some type of confidence of knowing what you're here to do, because you do have a purpose. And if you're still confused, then ask heaven to show you signs, and then be patient and be aware, because the signposts will be there, especially for you, because I see that you do have a powerful purpose. Okay, now let's see what else you need to know. And I get this thing where just stay, poised and graceful right now. Take it steady and slow with things. What else for Virgo? Look at that. Trust and thrive. There may be something, or perhaps it already happened, where it really challenged you to trust, to thrive. Maybe your sense of security was shaken. Stand in your confidence. Know that there is a powerful protection that is coming through from the spiritual realm to you as well, so that you can embody some type of great leadership. There's something about you being it. So some of you, I feel that you're already there. Some of you, you may be picked out here, or an opportunity, will come along here where you can really put your skills to the test. But regardless, look at how profound and commanding the stag energy is here. You are meant to continue a path that gives you purpose, that gives you passion, that gives you a sense of stability here, to grow, to thrive. Okay, what else for Virgo? Be the light. Okay, now I do feel, either now or in the near future, okay, there will be something going on here where your job is just to have your presence be known, of light here. You're not saying or doing anything. You're just standing and observing, maybe watching the adversity or some type of maybe entertainment play out. And what I mean by entertainment, maybe some type of drama here. Now, your purpose is holding light, holding space, knowing that you have a magical opportunity too to create what it is that you want. There is a new beginning too. So I feel that you are gravitating towards more freedom, more abundance, feeling far more secure here. So whatever is going on, your trick or the secret ingredient is to hold that space of love and light without interfering, perhaps, what's going on here. Your energy possesses something that is powerful and purposeful, and it does have an impact here. What else? Oh my gosh, look at that. We were just talking about that light. And, look at the stag here. You were designed and meant for success, security, happiness, feeling alive. Now, there maybe is some type of new life with this sun card as well that's being invited into your life, because that's where the sun is shining. We're talking about thrive here. So I definitely get like a emperor and like an empress energy here, where, the conditions are coming into more harmony and balance for you to continue to thrive. So enjoy the successes you've accumulated so far, and then good news on the horizon here when it comes to congratulations, job well done, feeling achievement here, feeling divine blessings as well. What else? Surprise, but that's okay. We're having a wake up call here with something. We're ridding ourselves of anything that may even hold you in a negative space, right? Or to dim your light. Release any beliefs that no longer assist in your soul's growth because it's not conducive here to thriving. So you got to use inner awareness, inner discipline as well, to be aware of when guilt arises and be aware of it, because the more that you are aware of it, the less it will have a hold on you. But there's something about not feeling burden or releasing your burdens and continue to release it. And also don't feel guilty for even coming into or having happiness, for having enjoyment, for having, maybe some of life's luxuries here. This is about you. What else? Virgo, accept responsibility. Okay, we got blame here. So I'm getting like this thing where we do feel a little trapped. But the interesting thing is, right now we're building our power from the inside out. I accept responsibility for my well being. Okay, now look at this. We have trust and thrive. Now, there may be something here too where we have to take responsibility for your health, right? So see if you can make efforts or add in something that can help you with your overall well-being, because there may be something that you're not seeing here. Now, some of you could feel guilty because either in the past or in the future, some people may blame you, right? Why does Virgo get all this good stuff? What or whatever. It's lame, but the blame game doesn't happen in your world. So just continue walking gracefully, even if things are challenging you, because you're going to come out stronger, wiser, more successful than ever. What else? Yeah, see, freedom. We're coming out of a restricted force of energy that may have been surrounded by you. And then pay attention too to what we are doing inside of ourselves, right? What you're thinking, feeling, because whatever you're ingesting mindfully is how we're feeling too. And you are someone that possesses the power and the free will to create your own happiness. So you're starting right now, or perhaps some of you have already started this, releasing the old, releasing guilt, releasing worry. Be free. It's important for your soul because you hold and carry light. You're not meant to hold and carry negative energies or the negative energies of others. Okay, what else? Now this one wants to show itself too. Okay, we got envy. I feel there may be jealousy at play here, unfortunately. So we have to have forgiveness. Okay, something wants to come out with this envy. It says, I am the same as everybody with different challenges. So no comparison here, right? Now, some of you might be feeling envy, the envy of others here, and it could be weighing heavy on you, like you're feeling bad or guilty about that. You have to watch for that. That's a trap in life. And then it says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. But there's something that wants to come out with this envy card. Let's see. Oh, surrender. I can release my need to control. And you need to just control yourself and where you're at, right? There's a Buddha quote that I love. A flower doesn't think about the flower next to it. It just blooms. And that's you too. But you may need to watch out because, there could be envy energy around you. And so you may want to it's not that you need to hide out. Okay. You don't need to justify anything, but just know that you just need to be in this place of light. You're not having to make someone wrong or right. You're just holding a space of light, which means you're focused on the positives. You're putting yourself around positive people on purpose because there's an energetic shift here. Okay, so try to let go of, that control, right? Because we might be, trying to hurry something along and it's just not working in your favor by doing that, because we are releasing, we're letting go, we're having some type of big wake up call when it comes to doing something purposeful, feeling like we have a new chance or some type of new life. Let's get a little bit more about forgiveness. Yeah, because you're tapping into creative energies, and I do feel that spirit is gifting you, ideas that you can take here that could create rewards for you. Embrace and nourish the creative aspect of your mind by not giving your mind into, other things that could be pulling at it. So we got to use things creatively. And maybe it's like, how do you be the light creatively? How can you maintain your sense of well-being in a more creative way? Start invoking your imagination, your mind for what it was used for or made for here. Creativity, dreaming. Because there is a dream that wants to come true here. But the trick is to continue to find and see if we're holding on to any type of resentment, guilt, regret, because it will block love, it will block creativity, it'll block abundance. And you know that your body and your mind and your soul can't be blocked because it wants to grow. Its natural state of being is to evolve, to grow, to be more light. What else? Now, I also see that some of you, either now or in the future, you could really stand out here and have a lot of power and influence. The stage, like something about being on stage here. Oh, you gotta, okay, this is, see, the more you try to control things, the more that you're trying to figure things out, and the more that the mind is not free to give into imagination. And I know it can be a little bit difficult because sometimes we think that we don't have control over our mind, but it is just practice. It is about awareness, but release the need to know all the answers. See, you're trying to find every single answer, and it's just not going to happen. It can't right now. Things have to unfold slowly, naturally. In the meantime, your job is just to be this light, given to creativity, given to your well-being here. Give up the need to be right if you feel that, you're fighting for something or trying to prove something. You don't have to prove anything here. Now, obviously, if you're, doing something legally here and you've got to fight for justice, obviously keep doing that. But, well, I guess it just depends though, too. Sometimes when we allow others to take control or we let a higher power take control, the results become so much easier and so much more better and more divine. Okay, what else for Virgo? Now, there may be a conversation that you are replaying in your mind. I don't know why I'm getting something about like a replaying something in the mind here. Oh, look at that worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Remember this. And it is, a human natural state to be or have like worry. Worry can serve you in a good way if it helps you make changes, but if it's prolonged, that's when we need to worry. That's when we need to just really change. We have to be very disciplined here. But it's not changing the outcome, but you know what will? Is you just being in the state of light, trust, love. Okay, you're learning that endings are merely beginnings. And this is why I feel that you're being tested here when it comes to trust and thriving. We have the death card here. Let's get a little bit more about this death card. Whoa, okay. What's up with this? Gratitude. And we might not be, it might be a little challenging right now. We're trying to find our balance. And depending on where you're at in your soul's journey. Some of you, you might be excited about this. Some of you, it's a little bit of a challenge, but the way out is just to be thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents now, right now, bringing yourself to the now, because something unexpected is going to happen in your life, Gemini, or excuse me, I don't know, I was calling you guys Gemini, Virgo. It's going to happen. What else? Now, I see water sign and earth sign and air sign coming through, Virgo, and a little bit of earth sign too. Perseverance. I know what I can do. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So there's no doubt that we're going to have some type of effort here, right? Either battling the blues or battling the negativity just by not allowing it to absorb into our own energy. Because that's exactly what I feel you got to do. You know, do what makes you feel that you're putting protection around your energy too, your home, your space, wherever. Persevere, because you're going to be enjoying a lot of success and happiness. You're going to feel proud of yourself. And you're going to be in a state of peace, right? So I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. You know, this is your natural state of being anyways. Holding on to hurt or resentment or guilt, those are all negative energies that you're not meant to harbor. The soul is, or I will just say the physical vessel and the soul is not meant to harbor negative energy. But you are someone that can neutralize that energy just by a shift here of awareness. Now, there may even be a peace offering, especially if we've had a lot of conflict here with family or friends, maybe work, co-workers, or something going on. I could see maybe a sense of truce here, or at least you're calling truce for yourself. I understand that a mistake is an opportunity to learn. Yeah, we might be, ruminating on a past mistake, past failures, or failures. Again, failure is showing you that you're making progress. Every time you fail, you're making progress because you're cleaning out what's not necessary by noticing the things that are maybe falling away or the things that you don't have control of. And what's coming to light is those things that are in harmonious with you. Now, some of you, I get this energy too that you may need to be careful not to get lured into something, especially when you know it to be an older or negative type of energy or pulling you back into an old pattern. What else? I accept that patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So don't go and hurry up something here, and that's kind of interesting because I was getting this thing about you just pacing yourself, getting to know yourself, getting to know your light. Because everything is happening in divine order, and you are also meant to not miss the signposts and the treasures that are on your journey. Don't get so fixated on the destination that you're missing the signposts that heaven is giving to you and the treasures that are on your path that you're meant to collect. Because you don't want to have to go back and try to collect it again. So you might as well go slow with things. Because it's not in your, this is out of your hands. This is in the divine's hands. In the meantime, you're controlling light. You're, being very aware and probably more in tuned and more aware of negative things that are going on. Don't be too sensitive to it because remember, you're just kind of neutralizing it by being light. What else? Health. We're just talking about this, about your health, well-being. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So let's see why this wants to come out. Take time to heal. Take time to implement consistency when it comes to maybe exercise that you enjoy doing, not because you have to, right? Do it because it's, healthy to do it. Maybe there's something with food. Maybe you're judging yourself too. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yeah, we have this wake up call. Some of you might be having like, a wake up call when it comes to taking better care of yourself and those things that you honor. And also releasing maybe the need to control others or, right, the situation here. And seeing it from the eyes of the divine that yes, every soul has their own unique path and challenges, but there's nothing that Spirit is saying that you need to be hung up about here. The past is already there, past, and now we're at the new beginning. You're at the door here. And look what you're gravitating towards: freedom, light, sun, thriving. I acknowledge my fear. See, this is your awareness whenever you're feeling fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. This is your birthright. This is your God-given gift, having that awareness. Now, some of you, you might have felt, failed. You failed at something. Maybe you got denied with something. I want to get more about denial for you. Yeah, just bringing balance. Again, it's saying, look at this. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. We're just really going to have to be really in tune with oneself here. So there's no better time than right now, to start cultivating gratitude, cultivate light, cultivate love. You've already ruminated over this enough. And we may need to work on judgment. I don't, I was just thinking about this not too long ago too, that, our ancestors, right? Long, long time ago, because we've evolved as humans, but a long, 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 long time ago, we had to, for our own sense of security and to survive, we had to judge situations. We had to judge people. We had to judge the animals, the environment. That's natural. It's only when it gets to the point where we're getting too narrow-minded or tunnel vision, possibly with something, right? And it happens to all of us. Now, some of you, it's about letting go of the worry of others judging you. Somehow, some way, you're gonna have to get over it because it's holding you in a place where you can't express this creativity, this light, this success within you. That's going to drive you more crazy, if you don't allow it to be expressed. So you have really no choice but to give into happiness, to give into light, to give it up to God if you have to. What else? Utilize discipline and you can accomplish what you need to. Write it out. Write out your daily task. Write out what's so important for you and do those things. You've got to be mentally aware. You've got to utilize discipline. Meditation can help you reset how the mind is, thinking and overtaking so that you're not having to think too much. What else? Yeah, you're done with something, Virgo. Something is becoming too hard for you. Now, some of you, you may have already come to a place of completion and ending of a burdensome situation, but you may need to take a look at how much you feel responsible for. Because are you? Because I feel there may be something about, being integrity with oneself and bringing balance, right? You're being the judge of a situation here. Is it fair for you to have to take on all of this? Because some of you, it's like you're holding, this, it could be the guilt. It could be we're overworking, we're doing too much. You could be, losing passion because we're burnt out. This is like the ending or something here. The death card. See, something's going to come to an end. It's just become too much. I want to see what was behind that. Oh my God, I told you. See? See? Justice. Libra's coming through. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We got to take into account what is fair. Because this is a time where, you know, it's important to make decisions based on your own integrity and what's fair and right for you. If you've been treated unfairly, maybe it's been so taxing on you because you're trying, you know, maybe some of you, it's like you're feeling a sense of oppression from another or others or whatever. If you've been mistreated unfairly, things will be made right. It just may take a little bit longer than you would want, right? Because we're working on spirit's time, not on human time. But you got to continue to trust here. You know, don't be afraid to make a decision or say no if something becomes too demanding on you. Because you're walking into a new opportunity with this justice card, and you're leaving something in the dust. You're leaving something in the behind you. What else? Yeah, you're coming into new abundance, feeling limitless, feeling that you can manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality because you're holding on to trust and thriving. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with that abundance card. So this is your making things right here. This is something new to work with. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefits me and others. You know, whether, you know, I feel we all have to work through our self-esteem, but there's something about you coming into a place of feeling confident, not overly confident where we are disastrous and we miscalculate. In fact, that may have happened. We might have gotten overconfident, miscalculated. Well, don't be hard on yourself. You're getting another chance here. You're going to get another chance to do something, what you've always wanted to do. Just remember that you possess gifts that benefits your soul and the souls of others. This is why we have to give it up to divine order, right? Divine justice. You stay in integrity and everything else will work out. It always does. Now, sometimes the way it works out may not necessarily be what we want or think we should, you know, think that that's what we want, but give it some time. Because you're on divine's time here and divine's gifts and divine glory. What else? I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. Do whatever you got to do to just be in that state of happiness. And also I do see, you know, a time to be carefree, lighthearted, spending time with friends and family or people or community that you want to, if that's something that brings you happiness and that's what you want to do. Because I see fulfillment here. Now, the other thing too is that others could be jealous of your happiness. So, you know, you got to watch out for that too. Not everyone likes people being happy. Well, that's that whole saying, misery loves company, and you're not going to be misery's company. You've got better things to do. Better people to be around, better situations. I see it. What else? King of Wands. Okay. This is signifying that we are coming into really getting things moving along, having someone perhaps that could get things moving along as well in a desired way, but we also have achievement. Now, someone is standing behind this chair. You know, I'm seeing this thing about leadership. So it's like the right fit here. You were meant to be a leader. Don't take criticism too hard. Who cares? People are going to be criticizing you anyways, you know, when you start building yourself up, when you're building others up, when you're building your successes, or when you're just doing something, you know, that's happy and exciting for you. Now, there could be a love connection, but most importantly, I'm seeing a position that you're meant to be in. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with that King of Wands. Okay, I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, this is kind of like that Justice too. Oh, I don't know. I'm grabbing the King of Wands here. Well, maybe there's someone here too that got you all fired up here. Or maybe someone, but your secret ingredient here is just to try to understand another, you know. Everyone has shortcomings. We all have something, right? Now, I felt like before I went to shuffle this card, I felt like this bottom card wanted to show itself. The Hierophant, Taurus. I see this like really connected to that stag energy here. You know, be willing not to try to have to, you know, do something completely different, right? Be willing to learn from another or others. Maybe even, you know, learn the way of the land if you found yourself in a new situation, and take it slow. But there's a higher force here. And with this Hierophant, it's also speaking about, you know, discipline here, but also the ability to be in a spiritual, you know, there's something about a spiritual authoritative figure here, but we're learning sacred knowledge as well. So take time to listen. Listen to another or others right now. Soak up information. Don't feel that you have to take all the information. If it doesn't resonate with your soul, don't take it. If it resonates with your soul, take it. Because this is what you're doing. You're assimilating things, right? So that it's not too much and it's not too little, but it's enough to keep moving forward. What else? I understand that a friend is in my life for a good reason. You know, there's a couple of people here too. So spirit may be, or the universe, if you've been putting prayers out there, trust that there are friends and people that you're meant to unite with on your path. Now, I'm sure there's someone in your life too, friends or family. They're in your life for a reason here, right? We may need to take some time to appreciate those people around us that do support you. Heaven has heard your prayers. Now, heaven wants you to learn something and take it slow. You are seeing signposts on your journey here. Here's one of these places where it says stop. A stop sign. Sit, listen, rest. Take it in. And don't rush it. What else? Yeah, we're letting go of the regret. Just know that regret may want to creep up. I know that I cannot change the past. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a hard one, right? Now, someone may be regretting something as well too, and you could be picking it up. But we have to let it go. Regret nothing. Let's get more about regret. What does Virgo need to know about regret? What's important about this regret? It's holding you in a place of fear. So I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So we just got to bring our awareness and our heart space back to love. Don't try to figure it all out. What else? Oh, Spirit is really proud of you. There's something, again, you don't want to go too fast, because when you go too fast on your journey, you will miss these important accomplishments, and you may even overlook your own accomplishments. And this is why you might be giving in to comparing yourself or, whatever it is, because Spirit is saying, you should be proud of yourself. Take time to look around and see all of your accomplishments and see how your past choices and decision have brought you here thus far. And Spirit is going to put you in a position for you to feel powerful and purposeful as long as you don't give up on yourself, on hope, on love. And this is, what does it say? I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And this is important because, there's something about, exchanging energy, exchanging lessons, exchanging teachings. Whatever it is, it's easier when we know we've gone through those hard struggles and here we are benefiting another and vice versa, because we're learning and experiencing from another point of view. And this is what's making you or turning you. It's either you're now in it or it's turning you into a very great wise teacher or a leader in some field. What else? Nope, that is it. Okay, so Virgo, let's find out how Spirit is currently helping you that you need to be aware of. How is Spirit currently helping Virgo? Oh, look at that. Manifesting something new, taking your power back and utilizing it fully in an area of your life that's going to draw in something that you want. And not only want, but you need. Spirit's also helping you utilize the resources you have now, right? And bringing in what it is. Again, this is the attraction factor here. The magician making magic happen here. Now, also, something else is going on too, where I feel Spirit's helping you if there's been illusions or an illusionist. Well, we can see clearly. We can see clearly because you are a white. Oh, no, you're not a white witch. You got that light. So, Spirit is helping you with focus, determination, strength, stamina, power. A lot of power, and being attractive, feeling attractive from the inside out because you know who you are, because you got rid of what you aren't. Let's find out what's next for you that's a positive. What's next for Virgo that's a positive? Getting over that grief. Getting over something that may have been, a long time coming for some, not all of you, but you're understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And the thing about this is, in the time that this is happening, it doesn't really feel good, right? But there's something coming towards you that Spirit is helping you with, because this is a lesson. This was just a lesson. And now you've learned this lesson of some type of appreciation, and also maybe another has learned to appreciate you too. But either way, it's a lesson so that when we come into this place, and you're already there anyways, didn't we have the gratitude card? Yeah. We utilize magic, and gratitude is a key ingredient in manifesting these things that you want. So we're in this place of appreciation, and others are appreciating you and your gifts and your talents. But most importantly, we've gotten over the grief and we've created something to appreciate. Now, I hope that this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.